So we officially have the first patch for WWE 2K17. It is currently the 27th. The game came out on the 10th and 11th. So about 2 weeks later, we finally get a patch. They released it last week. It finally got approved. Xbox One, it's out now. PS4, so probably the basic issues that we've all been experiencing. Universe mode matches not being added. They probably just fixed the basic stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at, such fixes as Chris Jericho's hometown being announced properly. How is Chris Jericho's hometown not a... He's a superstar that's been in the game, and... What? Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see if they fixed the online pins. Let's see if they fixed rivalries. Probably everything that we already know they got to fix. Fix an issue where superstars in my career, Baron, Jaden, they didn't have personality traits. Wait, whoa. So I've filmed 17 hours ahead in my career, and I faced those guys 6+ times, and they didn't even have personnel. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, that should have been there, but hey, I get that. Maybe the day one patch messed that up. Let's see other big fixes like pin attempts, save data downloads. Okay, that's there. I mean, this is a huge patch list. That's fine. All right, they fixed it at least, right? This is a big patch. This is a big patch list. Let's take a look. Look at this patch list. Holy crap. That's a lot of stuff that's got to get patched. Alright, so 2 weeks after release, we finally got a patch from 2K17. Now, I will say, as I'm looking through the patch list, thank you so much to the 2K team for patching a lot of this. I want to be very clear because people always misrepresent what we do for 2K when we fly out to events and everything. It up at the playtest. Why didn't you bring up any of this stuff at the playtest? Why didn't you do it? You know, you're just a shell for 2K. I will tell you this. I do not get paid from 2K. The only way I get paid from 2K is the videos that I record at the playtest, what I choose to record, and if it gets views or not on YouTube. That's where I make money. That is it. 2K doesn't pay me to make a video. 2K doesn't do anything else. They cover travel, and they let me capture footage at events. That's it. I do not get a dime from them. I have no restrictions on what I can or cannot say, but a lot of people misinterpret this because, Tubby, they fly you to events, you're just a shill, you don't say anything bad about the game because they pay you. Not true, all right? I've been very critical of the game. I have very sarcastic tweets on Twitter regarding the bugs, the glitches. Everybody's been saying, why didn't you notice this stuff at the playtest? Why didn't you tell them then? We didn't see half of this stuff. The day one patch probably caused a lot of this. And this is where my frustration lies, where I'm looking at this patch list, and thank you so much to 2K for patching all of this. And I am constructive about what 2K does or doesn't do. Like this year they removed Showcase mode. I praised it. At the same time, removing Showcase mode, we got Backstage and the gameplay. I love the gameplay additions, but the game itself, you kind of have to make it fun for yourself. Because not having other modes. Like, why didn't we get special guest reference? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's missing from the game. But a lot of people see me not coming out and straight telling them to basically F off 2K, and then they think I'm in their pocket, which is not true. You can have criticism for a company, but do it in a way that's proper. Like, the game wasn't working, so I didn't make videos on a game that wasn't working because I would try to record, it would glitch out, and I thought, well, I'm not going to make videos, which in turn hurt me for not making videos because I'm making less money. And instead I chose to focus on videos I enjoy, like the skit that you guys saw yesterday, which if you missed the skit I shot yesterday, go check it out. It's pretty good. But I'm looking at all this patch stuff, right? Like I'm looking at a lot of the stuff that got fixed, which is cool and is great. But at the same time, there's so much stuff on this patch list that I didn't even know was broken that really makes me question, like, how do you release a game that has this many issues? Now, I want to temper this by saying the 2K team did a great job this year. And I want to say that in all sincerity. The suggestions we gave at the playtest last year, the triple threat rollouts, the animations where Pulse had said, you know, you hit a guy, he goes groggy, and then you can hit a signature finisher. Like, a lot of great gameplay additions got added. but those don't necessarily allow for modes to be constantly played. It's more of like, I love recording matches now in 2K17 because there's so much variety and things you can do with move sets, with entrances, with groggy stuff, with animations on tables and other stuff that to me outweighs a lot of the stuff, but that's not this stuff you can really use. You know what I mean? Like highlight reel. Everybody said, why didn't you tell them about the panel? The very first thing I did when I went up to the developers, when I went up to Jake's, I was like, hey man, I said in this exact same voice, this sarcastic voice, why can't we hide the panel? Why? Because to me, that's a basic thing. Because NBA 2K, who 2K produces WWE, which I think a lot of the development is still with Yuke, so I can't put all the blame on 2K. But with NBA 2K, they have one of the most dynamic replay systems ever. I love, besides Grand Theft Auto, which is also Rockstar, the video replay system in NBA is phenomenal. The zoom ins, the angles, the blur, the non-blur. That when WWE finally got it back and we didn't have highlight panel, we didn't have free roam camera, I went up to 2K and was like, why? Why don't we have free roam and hide panel? But I didn't go up to him and say, wow, you guys are crap because you didn't give me that. I simply stated why. Why not? And they gave us a legitimate answer. And, you know, they want it in the future. They understand they weren't able to get it in time. And I took that as, okay. Now, I didn't just go in up and tell them, bad. I expressed my concerns in a logical way. And this is where people see YouTubers and think that you're just a show for them. Back in the day with other companies, if you spoke out on them, they wouldn't invite you. And some companies still do this today, where they blacklist YouTubers. As a YouTuber, I am not going to burn a bridge, so to speak, but I'm going to construct it fairly. I'm going to give an honest review, like with my career. Personally, I've enjoyed my career because I made it a storyline. Like, if a game, something happened, I turned it into a storyline internally. My commentary made it into something. You know what I mean? So, I'm looking at these patch notes, and I'm going, oh, they fixed that. That's awesome. My career fixes. Greater share of tag matches even in the tag division. T-shirt sales. Superstars on the T-shirt screens, they didn't show the entrance attire or whatever. I don't know. Baron Blade and the specific superstars in my career have personality traits. When in a rivalry, you can no longer call out a rival against a non-superstar. I couldn't call out a rival or call out anybody on a promo anyway if I was in a rivalry already. That doesn't make sense to me. The crowd is no longer unnaturally quiet in the opening cutscene. Cool, but can we skip the cutscene? But a lot of the stuff on the patch list, man, I'm just looking at it, and honestly, part of me is going, how did this much stuff go wrong? Now, if you bought the game 2 weeks ago and all this stuff gets patched, you're like, okay, thank you, 2K. And I applaud them 100% for this patch. This is a huge patch. But at the same time, somebody like me, even though you haven't really been seeing videos, that's been my kind of way of saying the game's broken. I'm not going to make videos on a game if it's broken. I've taken a hit to my revenue for not posting videos. I have videos in the can. Hashtag 150 videos in the can. I sat down last Saturday and played 9 hours of my career straight. Commentated everything. I have 17 hours of my career videos. I have enough videos to last me until January for my career, right? And now I get all this patch list stuff that it would have changed my whole experience in my career. I'm essentially getting penalized for playing early when the game dropped. And that's not sitting right with me. Like, I did complain a little bit on Twitter about my career, but my career was okay because, well, everybody else has been stuck at rank here, whatever. I was ranked like 3 or 4, and I challenged Cena for the title because I worked my way. I called him out. I won a rivalry battle. I still lost the rivalry because the rivalry points are messed up, but I ended up doing really well and made it into a storyline, which is awesome. The problem was when I beat Cena for his title, we had a triple threat, and I don't want to spoil it, but essentially the next night I dropped the title on purpose, and the guy that I wanted to have the title didn't, and the ranking system messed up, so there's a lot of glitches. Like I said, if you're a YouTuber, this patch list is great if you're a normal person, but as a YouTuber, I filmed so much content, and now the patch fixes everything I did. So I'm torn right now. I really am, because as a player, if I just bought this game, this patch list shows me, okay, at least 2K didn't throw me to the side. 2K looked out for me afterwards. I might question, like, okay, all that stuff should have worked from the beginning. Maybe they should go to a 2-year release. I personally, as a YouTuber, don't want a 2-year release because that would get boring. As a consumer, more time with the game might be beneficial, but as a YouTuber, I would still like a yearly release. But this much stuff going wrong is kind of like, okay. But see, this is where I differ a little bit, because like a lot of this stuff on here I didn't know existed, and I applaud them for patching it. But I mean, this is a big list, and they probably didn't have to patch a lot of this stuff. I just don't get how you have Chris Jericho's hometown is now announced correctly. What day one patch would cause Jericho's entrance to get messed up? He was in the game before. Last year his face model sucked because he wasn't scanned. I don't blame them for that. They didn't have him available to be scanned. They took photos. I can't blame them for messing up the model because 2K didn't scan him. This year the model looked way better, but I didn't even notice like his announce time wasn't there. People's data saves were being corrupted. Like, there's a lot of this stuff. So as a YouTuber, I am feeling a little let down because I personally went so far ahead to film content to be ahead, and now looking back, it's like I got penalized for doing work. As a person playing the game, I'm like, thank you, 2K. You didn't just abandon me. You made my purchase feel worth it. So as a YouTuber, I'm in a weird spot, right? Like, I'm criticizing them for features that are glitches that happen on Twitter and YouTube videos and Facebook. But at the same time, I don't know. 2K has been good to me since they took over. Like I said, I've never been paid by 2K for anything. Actually, hold on. I've been paid by MLB 2K back in the day for 2K12 and 2K13 Perfect Pitch Challenge, and that was perfectly known. So the only people from 2K I've ever been paid from is MLB. I've never received one check. I've received travel and accommodations, which is standard in review business or in YouTubers, but I've never gotten paid from them. And I don't want to get paid from them because then I couldn't be honest. Now, being honest doesn't mean I'm just going to go tell them to basically, this sucks, you suck, whatever. I'm going to tell them constructively what's wrong. I'm not going to blatantly condemn them, but I'm going to talk like I am right now. Like, a lot of this stuff should have been in the game in the first place. I'm trying really hard to just keep calm here, but thank you at least to 2K for getting us this patch list. I honestly, like, when you look through all this stuff, you guys did work, and thank you to the team for not giving up on us. But for those people like me who filmed ahead and filmed a lot of stuff, I'm now sitting here like 17 hours of my career in the can, and it could have been a lot better had I just waited 2 weeks. Like, as a creator, I can't just sit around and wait 2 weeks to make videos on a game that just came out for them to fix it. I don't know. I'm torn because gameplay-wise, this is probably my favorite game of all time. I would say it passes the old PS2 games for me because the move variety, the everything you can do, the fun factor, the fun factor goes to other games, but the gameplay factor goes to this one. But I had to wait weeks for it to get fixed, so it's kind of weighing it down. So I wanted to be open and honest with you guys and tell you straight up what I'm feeling about the patch list. And I want to know your guys' thoughts, man. Out of all the stuff on the patch list, is there anything that wasn't on the patch list that you wanted? Like, a big thing, people were going after me with universe mode, because when I went there, I only went through my video. Because like I said, when we go there, I don't go there to play test a game and beta test it. I go there with 4 to 6 hours to capture whatever I want and make videos on. And that's why I'm there. I will give suggestions from the community of stuff they want in the game or features, but I am there specifically to record content. And anything that I noticed, I told them. But there's so much we didn't get to notice. And people crap on the YouTubers for not telling them stuff. That stuff didn't happen when I was there. The only glitches we saw was like in a TLC match with a ladder, which we told him immediately. For the most part, we didn't see any of this. We didn't see any of these bugs because we didn't have a full hands-on. Now that we have a full hands-on with a lot of this stuff, it's become evident how much was actually broken. And like, again, thank you 2K for fixing it, but I have so much footage captured, and I'm feeling a little let down right now, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I feel like now if I was buying the game for the first time, I feel like I get my money's worth. But for the first 2 weeks, I'd feel like a little bummed out. That's the best way I can put it. Like, I still think the game is worth it because the gameplay is phenomenal. I like the rollouts. I like ladder matches. I like so much about it. The fun factor isn't really there. It is a simulation-based game. But the dynamics, the backstage, the transitioning, the crowd fighting, it made this game good. But the bugs kind of made it bad. So until next time, it's your boy tubbyemu. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, in the comments down below, what do you want him to fix? Is there anything from the fix notes that you're like, thank you? Is there anything that should have been fixed from the beginning? Just let me know. Let's have a discussion, an honest discussion. Until next time, it's your boy tubbyemu, and we will see you all later.